Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Grizzlies tonight. Guys, I have to say it was a gut-wrenching win for the Laker fans to be watching this Lakers game. It was not a pretty game to watch, but at the same time, a win is a win. Any chance that we get when it comes to this Lakers team, and finally, we got the win against the Grizzlies. We got one win on them this season when it came down to it, and it was at home. The Lakers are still undefeated regardless of how things turned out. So kudos to the Lakers for winning this game tonight, guys. I am just so proud of how things turned out in the fourth quarter when it came to the aggressiveness and the just Lakers powering through to win this game for the Los Angeles Lakers, the Laker fans at home. And it was just a great work effort by the Los Angeles Lakers. And Daniel coming here with a easy response here with an easy dub. Absolutely, it was nice to see you again, Daniel. I really appreciate you joining. And you know what? It was just an amazing win for the Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of players tonight stepped up when Anthony Davis wasn't tonight. We're going to get into his performance when it came down to it as well. And of course, we're going to get into LeBron James setting some breaking his own record when it comes to triple doubles, ironically. So I mean that just tells you how great and one of the greatest players to still play this game. I mean it's just so unbelievable how great LeBron James is now being still age 39 in his 22nd season in the NBA. I mean the guy is just the GOAT in my opinion when it comes to just how great he is and just making history every chance that he get. And obviously Anthony Davis struggled tonight, but the good news is for Anthony Davis, I don't know if you guys all know this yet, he just reached 18,000 career points. I just saw that on the Lakers Twitter page. So if you guys want to go check it out, go check it out. It's there for you to witness. So he had a bad game, but at the same time, I mean, but at the end he put up some numbers, but at the same time, I mean, he just wasn't our guy tonight. It was obviously LeBron and Dalton Knecht, our rookie, came out of nowhere, had a big game, dominated with his shooting efforts and his offensive efforts out there tonight as well. So, it was a great performance out there tonight for Austin Reeves, for LeBron James, and Dalton Knecht. We saw some glimpse of Christian Coloco playing in this game, backing up Anthony Davis after hearing today that Jackson Hayes has suffered an injury and he'll be out for at least a week and will be reevaluated a week or two. So Lakers once again is struck with more injuries to their roster and in their depth. And basically the only bigs we have now is Anthony Davis and Christian Coloco, who's on a two-way contract. So Lakers have to find a trade very, very soon, in my opinion, when it comes down to it. There's no doubt about it. And, Lakers, go Lakers, absolutely. Daniel, I absolutely agree with you. It was a great win. The Lakers are still undefeated when it comes down to it. And, guys, it's going to be, a very interesting things are going to, go down after this game when it comes down to more wins to come, hopefully, for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. Before I read more some of the comments from Daniel here, please be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. If you haven't yet, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. I really appreciate it if you show me the love, support all over social media. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. That's right next to the subscribe button. So you'll be in the know of when I go live or when I upload videos about everything about the Lakers when it comes to news, rumors, updates, speculations, everything about the Lakers, trades, free agency, everything about the Lakers. This is the channel for you. So please be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to ZSN on YouTube. I really appreciate it. So, guys, it was a great win Lakers got tonight. Not a best turn of events when it came to the first, or actually the second quarter going into the third. But the fourth quarter, really, the Lakers stepped up their efforts and powered through with their offensive side of the ball, and they just, had some help when it comes to players stepping up in this game. And surprisingly, it was our rookie Dalton Knecht, LeBron doing LeBron does, having a triple double performance out there tonight, breaking his previous record as the oldest player to get a triple double. So he's breaking barriers in his own record. So this is just a craziness when it comes to how LeBron is and how he's been playing so far this season. So continuing to show that father time is not creeping anytime soon for LeBron James at age 39 in his 22nd season in the NBA. So just keep it up, LeBron. Keep it up. We need you. We need you when Anthony Davis is not showing up in this game. But regardless, he had a 21-point game, I believe. I mean, not bad. I mean, when you put stat wise, it is a good numbers performance from Anthony Davis. But throughout the game, he was just not his best. And, he was dealing with foul trouble. He didn't play for most of the game because of that. So it kind of, hurt the Lakers, especially in the third quarter. So, it was just not looking well for the Lakers in that particular moment. So it was a bad turn of events for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to that moment. But they survived. They powered through in the third quarter to win us this game. So, and now the Lakers, I believe they are improved to 7-4 now as their record going into this NBA season now. So that's good news for the Lakers when it comes to them still above 500 or even more when it comes to their record in the NBA. So Lakers are winning games and they're dominating at home, undefeated. Just great job for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. Yeah, and I just said it. Yeah, for sure, Daniel. Just got to fix that road problem. Yeah, I believe Lakers, start on the road, I believe, because they were home for 3 or 4 games now. I think 3 games now. And they were off for the past 2 days. So they got some resting in. But, I think Anthony Davis didn't deal with any resting time because he was dealing with the eye trouble. So, that also played a big role in his performance out there tonight. And we'll get to his stat line in just a bit and everybody's stat line. But I'm seeing the comments coming in. I just want to get into all that. I really appreciate all of you guys' love, support, and the communications and the comments that I'm seeing on here. So thank you so much, Daniel. And now I'm seeing Nathaniel. I'll read your comment in just a bit. But yeah, I mean, it was a good win for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, the Lakers go on the road at San Antonio on Friday, November 15th. So it's the San Antonio Spurs. And speaking of the San Antonio Spurs, Wemby scored 50 points tonight. So, and also Giannis even scored 59. I mean, that's just crazy how many points are being implemented in this in today's NBA today. So it was a lot of shooting, a lot of scoring in the NBA tonight. So and LeBron James breaking records tonight. So just hopefully Lakers will bring their A game when it comes to facing the San Antonio Spurs on Friday for sure. So really looking forward to that game. But hopefully we get a win. Hopefully on the road, and they improve on their skill sets, what they did at home, and it just continues on moving into the away game for the Lakers going into Friday. So and I believe that's their only away game. I might be mistaken, but yeah. Let me see. Yeah, they have 2 away games on the road, and Saturday. So they're not gonna have any rest time for sure in those back-to-back game on Friday and Saturday on the road with New Orleans on Saturday, November 5th, November 16th, and of course the San Antonio Spurs November 15th. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting how things will turn out if the Lakers potentially will continue their 3-game winning streak now after tonight. So could they win a couple of road games? Sort of remains to be seen because as we all know, the Lakers play better at home. than they do in away games. It's a continuation of what we witnessed last season. So, it is a situation where the Lakers just have to really step up and show out when it comes to away games for sure. So, and then they return back home. They have two resting days, and Tuesday's matchup against Utah at home November 19th. So, Lakers will return home in the next couple of days. So, but first they have to get through the road trips, two road trips back to back, and for them to return back to LA. So, but yeah, Wemby, that's going to be the matchup for sure that I'm really looking forward to. And hopefully Anthony Davis will bring his A game and bring his defense and his dominance and, just go ham against Wemby on Friday in San Antonio. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel, undefeated for sure at home. The Lakers, I believe they are 7-0. Are they 7-0? Or they think they are? Yeah, they're 7-0. So yeah, it is a 7-0 record with or maybe it's an 8. I might be mistaken. I think it's 6-0. But whatever the results is, the Lakers are undefeated at home at the end of the day. So that's good news for LA and Laker fans when it comes down to that stat. Let's see here from LeBron James. Yeah, triple double machine. Absolutely, he is. He witnessed it. We witnessed it tonight, and he broke his own record as the oldest player to ever, you know, the oldest player ever to record a triple double, and he broke that tonight from his previous triple double as being the oldest player. So he's breaking his own records as regards to other records that he's been breaking. So for sure. Gonna read some more comments. I really love these comments that are coming in. And thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I will get to the stat lines and my thoughts of what I thought about certain players tonight, Dalton Knecht and his shooting efforts and his dominant performance out there, and Austin Reeves in the fourth quarter and all that. So, well, we're going to get into all of the stats and my thoughts about it before I end this live stream. So bear with me. I really love reading your guys' comments. So let's read a couple more from Daniel here. Would like another center, but Koloko, not bad. Yeah, I mean, he has a solid night. I mean, due to the circumstances. So, Christian Koloko is something that, is just a glimpse of what he can be for the Lakers. It's just he still needs to get his bearings in. Hasn't played for the last 2 seasons in the NBA due to blood clot. So, he had to get through that sort of predicament with the NBA. Then he can finally play with the Lakers or play in the NBA. So, we're seeing him a couple of times playing, but this was another test for him. But, it's not the best numbers wise, but he did show up when it comes to the defensive side for sure. So, but yeah, we do need another center. I've been hearing that Jonas Valanciunas is a guy that the Lakers are still looking at and monitoring hardly when it comes to potentially targeting once we reach the December 15th deadline for all players being available for trade. So let's just hope that no more injuries, or maybe we'll see the return of Jackson Hayes, because he's only going to be out for at least 1 to 2 weeks, but he needs to be reevaluated for him to make his return. So hopefully it happens very soon, because we do need help with the center positions, and it's only Christian Koloko and Anthony Davis as our big, unfortunately. So, but yeah, Valanciunas is a guy that the Lakers are looking at for sure, and a couple of others. Nick Richards. There's also the center from the Chicago Bulls. His name escapes me at the moment, but I think you all know who I'm talking about. But there's so many others. Brooke Lopez is on that list too. So you never know. Anything could happen when it comes to the Lakers targeting another big. So we just have to wait until December 15th for the Lakers to make that happen for sure. So, or maybe the trade deadline in February. So we just have to wait and see. Let's see here from Nathaniel. Welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Hopefully our Lakers win a championship just like our Dodgers did. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of expectations for them now after the Dodgers winning the World Series. So, and what a magical moment to witness, especially the rivalry of the New York Yankees. So that was something special to witness for sure. We saw the 2020 Dodgers winning it, but it's not that type of special feeling that what we witnessed a couple of weeks ago when it comes to the Dodgers winning the World Series. So, can the Lakers pull it off? It sort of remains to be seen for sure. When it comes down to it. So, from Nathaniel, oh, sorry, from Daniel, excuse me. It's LA's year. Yeah. I mean, it has to be. I mean, if the Dodgers in baseball, for sure, the Lakers have to follow suit when it comes to winning a championship for LA for sure. So, uh, let's see here. Uh, I'm seeing the comments coming in, but I really want to get into the Lakers stats before I read some more comments. And thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, Daniel, for you guys' comments. We are 16 minutes into the live stream, and I'm really enjoying all of your guys' comments on here for sure. And yeah, I'm seeing this one here. I mean, the Lakers have to find a solution for sure for Gabe Vincent. He was no show, no show. And it's just, we need a backup. We need a backup point guard. D'Angelo Russell didn't show up as well. So, it was something that I hope the Lakers will get that taken care of for sure. But number one priority for me is the center, regardless of the point guard position and how bad they're playing. The center is what's really needed, in my opinion, because we can find some other solutions when it comes to the point guard position. I mean, at this point is Austin Reeves. He's our point guard at this point when it comes down to it. And obviously LeBron and, the rest of them. So D'Angelo Russell and Gabe Vincent has not lived up to the expectations. And, maybe in December 15, you never know. Maybe the Lakers will make a trade or something to get another center, to get a center, and of course maybe find some replacements at the point guard position, or maybe at the trade deadline in February. So, but for sure, I think at this point, I hope that maybe Rob Pelinka, or no, sorry, JJ Redick will consider giving someone else a better opportunities to step up for the Lakers and give some, for sure, some opportunities for to improve their game, like he did with Cam Reddish, who's been awesome for the Los Angeles Lakers for the past 3 games now. So, and now tonight, so 4 games. So, um, maybe Gabe Vincent needs to get punished and be out of the rotation. You never know. We just have to wait and see. Maybe he needs to call up Quincy Oliveri. He's dominating with the South Bay Lakers. So, for sure, I hope that JJ Redick will consider bringing someone in if Gabe Vincent is not showing any sort of efforts. So, I think I speak for everyone here when it comes to that agreement. Hopefully. So, come on, Quincy Oliveri. Come to the Lakers roster and show what you're made of. All right, here. So let's get right into the Lakers and the stat lines. I really appreciate all of you for joining me, by the way. And yeah, let's just get right into it, for sure. As we saw tonight, guys, the Lakers beat the Memphis Grizzlies 128-123. Obviously, as we saw from each quarter, the Lakers dominated in the first, but it went completely out of their favor in the second, going into the third, and it was just not looking good for the Lakers. At one point in the third quarter, they were down by, I believe, 5 points. So it was just not looking good all around for the Lakers when it came down to that point in the game. And then the fourth quarter is where things kind of turned on the Lakers when it comes to their efforts in this game and how well they were power throughing in this game tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. And they just had to win this game. I mean, regardless, they had to win this game against the the Memphis Grizzlies because of their injuries that they are suffering as well. I mean, no John Morant, no Desmond Bain. I mean, it was just an obvious situation when it comes to their injuries and their top stars not playing that the Lakers had to win this game in convincing fashion. They kind of showed it in the first quarter, but it just something went wrong, when it came to the second and the third quarter. But the fourth quarter, they kind of made all that up, and they a win is a win, regardless of how ugly it was. So I'm just glad the Lakers got this win, and I'm just so happy that they got this win. So and let's just talk about some of our players tonight that stepped up to the plate. I mean, when you look at the player of the game, the MVP of tonight's game was LeBron James. I mean, I have to say, or you can say co MVP for Dalton Knecht, but we will get to him in just a bit. But it was LeBron James who, showed up in the fourth quarter for the Lakers with 35 points, averaging a triple double, being the oldest player to record a triple double for the Los Angeles Lakers or in NBA history, regardless. So, and breaking his own record as the oldest player to record a triple double. So, kudos to LeBron James when it comes down to it. And I believe he broke that I believe it was like because I believe a couple of games ago he averaged a triple double. So I think it was previously that he broke that record. So LeBron is still breaking barriers, and he could potentially do it again throughout this season. So he's going to break more records when it comes to his own. So just a great job out there for LeBron James. 35 points, 14 rebounds, 12 assists. Sorry, 12 rebounds and 14 assists, and went 4 of 7 from the three and 13 of 22 from the field out there tonight. Played for 37 minutes. So LeBron James did what he can and dominated for the Lakers when it came to the fourth quarter, when Anthony Davis was just not having the game that we all been witnessing since the beginning of the NBA season, being MVP caliber, number one option for the Lakers when it came down to it. But obviously injuries and, when it came to his eye that he suffered a couple of games ago, it was not pretty for Anthony Davis when it comes to him stacking more injuries to his what he's playing through. So I commend him for that and him being our guy when it comes to just being the MVP candidate that he is. I mean, he's just showing that he can play through injuries every chance that he gets. So it was a great, when it came to LeBron James' performances, he stepped up to the plate and showed up when it came down to it. But when it came to Anthony Davis, guys, I mean, throughout the game, he was just not himself. The third quarter, he kind of got things going for the Lakers at one point. He shot a huge three that kind of helped the Lakers, boost their efforts when it came to being down from like maybe 9 points at one point. But then Anthony Davis showed up with him making those key threes that kind of helped the Lakers out a big way, especially in the fourth quarter when it came down to that shot that he made from the three and turning to John Morant's dad and trash talking. I mean, it was magical moment. And then he went up to him, and oh my God, it was just craziness when it came to that particular moment. And that just tells you what type of dog that Anthony Davis is when it comes to just getting under people's skin. And just angry Anthony Davis is something special. I want to see more from that. I mean, when he does get angry, he balls out. And he kind of did it in the fourth quarter, I have to say. I mean, let's give credit where credit's due when it comes to Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter. He helped us out as much as he can due to his struggling performance throughout the game. But the fourth quarter, he kind of showed up in the fourth quarter a bit. 21 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 of 3 from the three. So his shots were going in. And like I said, it was key moments in the game. It really helped us out in a big way when it came down to it. And then 6 of 16 from the field. So hopefully he will have a MVP bounce back going into on the road against Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs. But I just hope everybody in this game shows up and steps up especially when it comes to D'Angelo Russell and our second unit for sure. So, and maybe Dalton Knecht will have another ball out performance, big game performance going into on the road, hopefully. So, because he was a key role in this game as well and helped us out in a huge way in this game, especially when it came to his threes there he was making and just amazing performance when it came down to it. But yeah, I mean, that was Anthony Davis' performance out there tonight. Rui Hachimura, like I always said, every time he plays against the Memphis Grizzlies, something turns on. Something turns on for Rui Hachimura. He becomes a all-star caliber player. He put up 19 points, 7 rebounds, three assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 of 4 from the three. His shots were going in for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And it happened very early in the game in the first quarter, going into the third, kind of helped us out a bit when it came to them being down by 9. And then, the fourth quarter was very helpful when it came to his efforts in the offensive side of the ball as well. So, he had a great game. He had a great game, a all-star caliber game against the Memphis Grizzlies, in my opinion, when it came to his performance. But I have to say, every time he plays against the Memphis Grizzlies, something turns on. He goes helm against the Memphis Grizzlies when it comes down to it. So just a great job out there for Rui Hachimura, 19-point performance out there tonight for Rui Hachimura. So great job out there for Hachimura. Cam Reddish, he had looking at his stats, it doesn't really give him enough justice when it comes to his actual performance in the game, especially when it came to him playing through. I believe it was either him or Dalton Knecht. I might be mistaken, but I think it was Dalton Knecht that he was playing throughout the fourth quarter. I think it was Dalton Knecht. So, but Cam Reddish kind of helped us out a bit, especially when it came to his defensive side. It doesn't show in his stats, but when it came down to the moments in the game, he can guard the best of them. And we saw a couple of times him guarding, Jackson in the for the Memphis Grizzlies. So it was some really key moments when it came to his defensive side. But he kind of showed some efforts. I mean, 4 points out there tonight. I mean, I'm just saying it doesn't really make sense compared to the others in the starting lineup. But it just shows you that numbers doesn't really give him a lot of justice in this game. Honestly, I think if you actually watched the game, you saw some key moments in key situations where he did help out the Lakers defensively, and it was at key moments in that game. So, and I think most of that happened I might be mistaken. I think it was like in the fourth quarter. So, give credit where credit is due. He's been balling out for the Lakers, and when it comes to the defensive side, and sometimes in the offensive side of the ball. Since he got inserted into the starting lineup, the Lakers are now, I think they are now 3-0. Since he started for the Lakers, so something's working, and JJ Redick has a lot to do with it. So, give credit where credit is due when it comes to JJ Redick. And also Cam Reddish just playing his role on the team. So let's give him credit for that. Austin Reeves, 18-point performance out there tonight, had 6 assists, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Went 3 of 11 from the 3 and 5 of 14 from the 3. I'm going to tell you guys, Austin Reeves had a bad game, especially when it came to the first half going into the third. But the fourth quarter, similar situation with Anthony Davis. He stepped up to the plate and helped us out at key moments, key situations in the game. And we really witnessed it. I mean, it was a similar situation with Anthony Davis. He had a bad start going into the first half. Going into the third, we saw some help from him. But then the fourth quarter is where everything turned on for Austin Reeves when it came to this game out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers and winning it tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. And it all came with his shooting. Those threes that he made, those 3 of 11, those were very helpful for the Lakers when it came down to it, guys. I mean, he had a bad shooting night regardless throughout the fourth quarter. He had a bad shooting night. But the fourth quarter, that's where he shined when it came to those threes that he was making. But 18 points, not bad for Austin Reeves out there tonight with him struggling in this game out there tonight. So um, that's our starting lineup for you. But the player for me that gets maybe a co MVP of tonight's game with LeBron James has to be with Dalton Knecht. Our rookie out there tonight had a great offensive shooting night for the Los Angeles Lakers. Had a plus 16 in the game, and most of that came from the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. I mean, regardless, it was a great shooting night for Dalton Knecht. He was our shooter of tonight when it came down to it. I mean, 5 of 5 from the three, 7 of 8 from the field. Great offensive ability that he put out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. He had a big game. He had a big game out there tonight with 19 points for the Los Angeles Lakers coming off the bench, being basically our sixth man coming off the bench when D'Angelo Russell was a no-show in this game out there tonight when it came down to it, guys. I mean, it was just not the normal D'Angelo Russell, what we've been seeing for the past 3 games, where he was just, helpful for our second unit coming out off the bench, bringing that firepower, the offensive side, the shooting side of things when it comes to his game coming off the bench for our second unit. But he was just a no-show, and somebody from our second unit needed to step up. It was not going to be D'Angelo Russell. It definitely was not going to be Gabe Vincent. Who is that going to be? The guy, our rookie, that has potential, that has a bright future, a rising star for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that was Dalton Knecht, our rookie, who outplayed Zach Edey, who really had a not so much great game. I think he got fouled out in the game. I might be mistaken. He had 5 fouls that last time I checked, so he could have gotten fouled out. I might be mistaken, but he outplayed him as a rookie in this game against the Memphis Grizzlies. So in this matchup with the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. So just a great job out there for Dalton Knecht. 19 points for our rookie out there tonight. And hopefully we'll see more of him going into on the road against San Antonio, against Wemby. If somehow Dalton with D'Angelo Russell or Gabe Vincent or just our second unit in general don't show up, we need Dalton Knecht to be that guy for us moving forward if he is going to be our guy, because we saw a glimpse of it in the preseason and he was phenomenal. I mean, the guy was just averaging 20 points per game and giving us great shooting efforts, offensive efforts. But slow start to the season going into it, but we're seeing now that he can, and hopefully he does, put up numbers like this when he is needed to, for sure. So we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what he's capable of for sure. But he had a great game out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. I guess you could say, he just played his role on the team, and that's what he did. So great job out there for Dalton Knecht. A monstrous big game performance for Dalton Knecht. Knecht 4. Great job out there when it comes to his shooting efforts out there tonight. Let's see more here. I mean, obviously, I talked about D'Angelo Russell. He didn't step up in this game, didn't show up, and was really needed, and it really showed, especially in the second quarter, going into the third. We really needed him, but obviously he didn't show up. That's why we needed Dalton Knecht to show up, and he did in tremendous fashion in this game. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 of 6 from the three, and 3 of 9 from the field. So, he did, I guess you could say he did what he can, but it was just not the type of expectations what we saw previously for the past 3 games from D'Angelo Russell. But for some reason, these 2 days off, I don't know, maybe he just wanted to rest more or something. I'm not sure. But for some reason, it's just didn't show up in this game, unfortunately, when it came down to it, along with Gabe Vincent, who we talked about, before I went into my analysis of the game. At this point, he needs to be out of the rotation. Similar situation of what Matt Christie went through with Cam Reddish, with J.J. Redick benching him. it has to be maybe with Gabe Vincent being out of the rotation and maybe promoting someone else into his role. And I think Quincy Oliveri is that guy. I mean, he's the guard that is dominating so far with the South Bay Lakers. Especially the previous game when Bronny debuted with the South Bay Lakers. I think he put what 27. For some reason, I'm thinking he scored 37. I might be mistaken, but he scored in the 20s, I believe, or maybe more. I'm not sure, but he dominated in that game in the debut with the South Bay Lakers. So Oliveri, JJ Redick, I hope he's listening, or maybe he's listening to the fans. Give an opportunity to Quincy Oliveri because Gabe Vincent, he's not proving it. And the fact that he had a +6 performance, I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. I mean, look at his scores. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why. It shows it. But I think it's a mistake for ESPN or something because this is the ESPN page. So for some reason, I just don't believe that. But for some reason, he got it. He got it. But for some reason, I just don't believe it. So Quincy Oliveri, I really hope that he gets called on because we need help with the point guard position. And he could be very helpful for us for sure in that particular position. So I don't know, maybe JJ Redick will consider that, hopefully. But we just have to wait and see. So, which I don't think it's likely, but hopefully he does consider it down the line if Gabe Vincent continues to play like this. And it's been that trend so far this season. So Quincy Oliveri, sorry, not Quincy Oliveri, Christian Coloco, had a big role on the team when it came to being the backup for Anthony Davis. And he kind of showed some glimpse, not a half bad performance when it came to his efforts in this game. He had, 4 points in the game, had 1 steal, 1 rebound, and went 2 of 2 from the field. So, it was a not bad performance for Christian Coloco. But he's still getting his bearings in. I don't want to judge him too much in this game, but it's just he still needs some more time when it comes to his efforts for the Lakers and what he can actually be for this Lakers team. But as we already mentioned, I mean, Lakers, they have to look for a center for sure going into the trades, especially when it comes to the December 15th, when players are all available for trades. So, and Lakers could potentially make a trade with the team on that date. So, or maybe and after the fact. So you never know. I heard the Lakers are looking at Jonas Valanciunas with the Washington Wizards, and Charlotte with Nick Richards, I heard. And then you obviously have Brook Lopez, who I heard there was a rumored report that maybe Lakers will look for him as a potential trade. But obviously the need is needed at the center position. Even before Jackson Hayes went down with the injury, we were calling for a trade for a center a long time ago. So we really need a center for sure because it's only Christian Coloco and Anthony Davis as our true bigs. And the only third option that can be a center for us is LeBron James or Rui Hachimura, that's not their center. That's not their position. They're more power forward / small forward players. So, and Cam Reddish can play the big, but he's more of a small forward shooting guard type of player when it comes down to it. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see what's out there when it comes to trades, but they need to make one very, very soon because, I mean, Anthony Davis is playing through injury and it's been great, but any given moment, I mean, anything could happen, God forbid nothing happens. But when it comes to it, we need help. Anthony Davis needs help. And when it comes to him staying healthy throughout the season and playing the MVP performances every single night, he needs help. And obviously we're not seeing that from him. From uh, the second unit with Jackson Hayes at one point, and now with Christian Coloco. I mean, he's still working his way back to being an NBA form. It is going to take a long time for him to get back to his Toronto uh, defensive guy self. So hopefully that made sense. But yeah, we need a center for sure when it comes down to it. Um, and as you can see, guys, Lakers shot 48%, 48% from the three, and shot 50% from the field. And they shot 68 of their free throws, which is it's bad when it comes down to it, guys. I mean, I have to say they had to make those threes. If their shots are not going in at key moments in the game where they turn over the ball a lot, and it's been that trend now since the start of the season, and even last season. I mean, Lakers haven't been a good offensive rebounding team. I think they're ranked last on the list in the NBA for worst offensive uh, rebounding team. So, and it's another continuation in how things kind of turned out in the second and third quarter because of their lack of rebounding and the lack of defensive efforts in every single game when teams take advantage of the opportunity when Lakers make dumb mistakes. So, and it kind of shows you that they need to even things out, and that is to make more free throws and make them all make somewhere around 88, 90% of the free throws. If they are having trouble when it comes to offensive rebounding and their defensive side, when Anthony Davis is sitting out, or just their efforts defensively are not stepping up, is just lacking throughout the season. But they're managing to win games, and it's been good every chance the Lakers try to win games. So, it's been stressful for sure. But, hopefully when it comes to trades, Lakers will look for some for sure going into uh, either December 15th or the trade deadline, for sure. So in February. So yeah, guys, I mean, that is my analysis of the game. It was very interesting how things turned out for the Lakers. It was, not the best turn of events when it comes to how things turned out in the second going into the third quarter. But the fourth quarter is where things kind of really stepped up for the Lakers at one point, and it was just very magical at one point because of the greatness of our rookie and Dalton Knecht shooting the way that he did, and it's just the dominance of what he brought to the table when it comes to his offensive shooting side of the ball. When it came to our rookie and Dalton Knecht, he helped us out in a big way when D'Angelo Russell didn't, and Gabe Vincent for sure not doing it for sure. So, and even though Anthony Davis did not had a great start, along with Austin Reeves. It was their efforts in the fourth quarter that kind of helped us out in a big way in the fourth quarter for sure. So just kudos to Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves in that game. I mean, Rui Hachimura, all-star caliber game in my opinion when it comes to facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Every time, like I said numerous times throughout my live streams on YouTube, is that every time Rui Hachimura plays against the Memphis Grizzlies, something turns on, and he puts up all-star caliber performances. So it was for sure a great win. For a great performance from Rui Hachimura, and then obviously LeBron James. Father Time's not creeping up. He's breaking records, his own records, when it comes to being um, the oldest player to pull up a triple double. So, uh, you know, he's probably going to break some more of that going into the regular season for sure. So, um, and also with Anthony Davis having 18,000 career points tonight. I mean, that's amazing for Anthony Davis for sure. So, but a win is a win. Lakers dominate at home. They're undefeated. Now they go on the road with the San Antonio Spurs on Friday, and then it's a back-to-back road game. So hopefully the Lakers will be, you know, ready to go to win in those two away games because we already know they don't play well on the away games. But you never know. Maybe things will start to change up. You never know. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. The Lakers, I believe, are 1-6. I believe 1-6 on the road or something. So, like I said, Lakers play better at home than they do in away games. It's a similar continuation of what we've seen from them last season. So uh, it's not anything new that the Lakers don't play well at on away games than they do at home. So and they're undefeated at home. So it's kind of tells you a lot. But for sure, that's going to be a game for sure that I hopefully Lakers will step up on the road and beat San Antonio Wimby and the New Orleans Pelicans on Saturday. So for sure. So yeah, I mean, guys, let's get into your comments for end this live stream. I'm seeing a lot of comments. That we already spoke a lot before I went into my analysis, and I really do appreciate it from Daniel and from Nathaniel. Yeah, for sure. Let's see here from Nathaniel. Okay. The communications. I love the communication community that we have on here. So keep it up, guys. Really do appreciate it. I'm so proud of my two LA teams, Dodgers and Lakers. I am too, for sure, Nathaniel, for sure. Go Lakers, go Dodgers, for sure. Absolutely. Kennard will be a great condition. Yeah, I mean, Luke Kennard had a game as well. Let's be honest here, especially in the fourth quarter where he shot some really key threes that kind of scared us a bit in the fourth quarter for the Lakers and Laker fans in LA. But the Lakers capitalized and, for sure controlled the momentum that Luke Kennard was having on the Lakers. So, but yeah, he'll be great for the Lakers if if the Lakers will consider of the opportunity to, I don't know, trade with the Memphis Grizzlies, which is totally unlikely. But you never know. Maybe he'll get waived. You never know. But he's balling right now when it comes to his shooting. So, and shooters, obviously, when they dominate and show up when it comes to their shooting, it just for sure you stay on the team for sure. So and I think he's signed a veteran minimum because it took him a while to sign with the team. So it's just last time I checked when it came to the off season. But I might be mistaken. He maybe signed a 2-year deal. I might be mistaken, but for sure he'll be a nice addition to the team because he will bring shooting to the table for the Lakers, for sure. So. All right, from Nathaniel, let's read this. I was so emotional to see our Dodgers winning a championship. Hopefully, it starts of a dynasty, but right now, go Lakers and go Patriots for the Sunday. Okay, so okay, for sure, it was such an emotional moment. For someone like myself who I root for the LA Dodgers for sure, but it's just they never really got to the opportunities of winning the World Series. We saw a witness in 2020, but it was 2020 during COVID and all that, so it was just not the type of celebration that we had to celebrate in. But it was just great that they won that. But this one was special for sure because they played against the New York Yankees. It was a rivalry and all that. So, it was just magical to witness them winning the World Series for the city of LA a couple of weeks ago and them celebrating it on the Lakers court when they came back home after a long road trip, a 5-game road trip for the beginning of the season. So we saw that for sure and witnessed it. And Lakers are still undefeated for sure. So at home. So, hopefully it'll be a trend. You never know. Maybe the Lakers will win a championship this year, but we just have to wait and see when it comes down to it. Um, so it's not out of the question, Nathaniel, for sure. And your Patriots, yeah, I mean, it's your Patriots for sure. My Broncos, they're not doing well. So, it's just, they're 5-5 after a heartbreaking loss against the Chiefs on Sunday. It should have been a win. But they blocked the kick. But it is what it is. My Broncos, they have a bright future when it comes to Bo Nix. But at the same time, I hope that seeing things start to get better. But at this point, I'm kind of looking forward to the draft. In my opinion, I know it's so early to talk about it, but if the Broncos just continue to lose games, they can have a better lottery selection to draft Travis Hunter from the Colorado uh, Bulls, or not Bulls, Buffaloes. Yeah, so that is another guy that I think he will pair very well next to um, PS2. So it is that's my opinion when it comes to the Broncos. But okay, I mean, you know, you're rooting for the Patriots on Sunday. I mean, maybe they'll win, maybe they'll not. We just have to wait and see. You can tell by my voice, I'm not a fan of the Patriots because of the whole Tom Brady history of the Broncos being in the division and all that. So it was no, not the division, the AFC. So it is kind of salty on that. So, my apologies, Nathaniel, on that. But just have to put that out there. Let's see here from the Dodgers, from the Daniel, excuse me. Dodgers going to run it back. Hopefully they do and improve their roster to become an actual. Well, they already were a contending team, and they probably are already. But if they want to add on some key pieces, some winning key pieces, I think they can pull that off for sure. So, but I think they can run it back for sure. Hopefully they do for sure. Uh, let's see here from Ghetto Rabbit. Welcome to the live stream. Fridays and Tuesdays games are NBA Cup games. Yeah, I mean, okay, I did not know that. So they have to win on Friday when it comes to the Lakers because they're defending their NBA Cup. So as being the first to ever win it. So for sure, it's very going to be very important night for the Lakers in San Antonio if that is the case. So they have to bring their A game, and everyone needs to bring their A game. D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent. I mean, it's just one of those moments where we had to have a good winning streak for the tournament for us to have a better shot of getting or retaining the cup for sure. So hopefully it happens. Hopefully it does, and I really can't wait for that matchup. And there's a Tuesdays, so I think it's against the Utah Jazz. So that's gonna be a home game. So that could be an easy winnable game for sure. So let's just hope that they win on Friday in San Antonio against Wemby and the Spurs. So let's just hope for that. Gabe Vincent stat line, yeah. Oh, it was disgusting for sure. And the fact that he had a +6 when he didn't do anything, I think it's an error. I might be mistaken. It is an error on ESPN for them to think that. So I'm not sure if it's the same for Yahoo Sports, but that's where I see all the stats, and when it comes down to it. But for sure, I think it's hilarious for sure. Way overpaid. Yeah, he is. The expectations when we signed him, it was like, oh, that's such a good deal because he was in the finals a couple of years ago, and he was balling in the playoffs, showing all-star caliber defensive guard performance when it comes to playing throughout the Eastern Conference, and then obviously against the Denver Nuggets, and it was in the finals, and it was just we did not see that in his first year with the Lakers, and because injuries for sure played a big role in that. But when he did play last season, he did not show any efforts and type of expectations of what we wanted to see from him. So it kind of hurt his stock for sure. So yeah, for sure he got paid, overpaid for sure. Getting paid $10 million per year. That's crazy. So I hope that he will be a big trade for the for another center. I think money wise, I think Jonas Valanciunas is a good contract matching when it comes to that for sure for the Lakers to make. But we just have to wait and see on that. But yeah, he needs to be gone for sure, in my opinion. And I think I speak for everyone when it comes down to that. Let's see here from Daniel. Jazz is a super easy win. I hope it is, and I hope it is. I mean, it is a Tuesday's game next week, so and it's a home game, so Lakers could potentially go undefeated more going into back to LA. So let's just hope for that. And it's what Ghetto Rabbit said. I think it was a world tournament, or it's a tournament matchup. I don't know why I said world tournament. I have Dragon Ball Z in my mind. But anyway, let's get into more here from Ghetto Rabbit. Uh, Gabe Vincent, Agent 000. Yeah, I mean he's just been awful for the Lakers for sure. Yeah, Dalton Knecht, he was on fire. He had a big game out there tonight for sure. Absolutely, it was something special. I hope Gabe gets traded. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I want to improve our point guard backup role position, and along with D'Angelo Russell, because they're not cutting it, especially for D'Angelo Russell for sure. Or no, especially for Gabe Vincent. He has been a no-show when D'Angelo Russell, who when he got benched, we saw some effort from him, but unfortunately, we're not seeing it from Gabe Vincent. So hopefully, it happens in very soon because I don't want him to be on the team through the February trade deadline because we need help. We need help at the point guard position, but for sure we need help with the center position. Number one priority, in my opinion. So, but he needs to get traded for sure. Connect four, absolutely. He was balling. Went 5 of 5 from the three as a rookie for the Lakers. 19 points. He was amazing out there tonight for the Lakers. Connect had more assists than D'Lo. Yeah, I did. He did. he outplayed the second overall pick, and our starting point guard at one point, and now the backup, and now he outplayed him as the sixth man coming off the bench in this game, where it was much needed win to be undefeated at home. So great job out there for Dalton Knecht. Connect four. Absolutely. He was amazing. Yeah, give Connect Gabe's minutes. Yeah, why not? I mean, if you're not going to take him out of the rotation, JJ, just give Gabe Vincent the minutes to uh, Dalton Knecht or someone else on the in the rotation because he has been a no-show when it comes to his efforts in this game, and it kind of shows you how. I mean, he was undrafted, right? So it kind of shows you the undrafted player that he is, and it's kind of showing when it comes to his game, especially now with the Lakers. So I hate to go that route, but it's showing, you know, it's showing. So I think if anything, either give the minutes to Dalton Connect or call up Quincy Oliveri into the rotation. That's what I'm saying. That's what I have to say when it comes down to that. So let's see. Last comment here before I end this live stream from Nathaniel. It's okay. I'll always root for my Patriots, but I'll always love my Lakers and Dodgers such as much. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean anything by it, but I'm glad you, didn't take offense to it. It's for rivalry reasons. I'm a Broncos fan. The history between Tom Brady and the Patriots, and at the time Peyton Manning and our team, it was just a rivalry for sure that we as Broncos fans always root against the Patriots, but in their own respected right, you guys won championships. You have more than us, and you guys are a dynasty for sure. So, you know, all due respect to your Patriots, you guys are doing what you can to be a good football team when Tom Brady went out. But it is, they're doing all right for themselves. But same goes for my Broncos. So we're not doing so well ourselves either. So it is. I guess we're on the same boat when it comes to our pay from our team football team for sure. But yeah, I mean, rooting for the Lakers, rooting for the Dodgers. Those are my team for sure. I root for them. I bleed purple and gold. I bleed blue and gray. So it is or blue and white. I might be mistaken, but blue and gray for sure. But yeah, I mean, I root for my LA teams for sure. But when it comes to football, I root for my Broncos because of you know, there's a whole lot of stories of why I'm a Broncos fan and all that. But I actually spoke a lot about it. But yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Nathaniel, and thank you, Daniel and Ghetto Rabbit, for you guys' comments and your thoughts that you had about this game, this amazing win. All thanks to obviously LeBron James, but most importantly from Dalton Knecht and his shooting in this game tonight for beating the Memphis Grizzlies 128 to 123. Big game for Dalton Knecht. LeBron James setting a record when it comes to triple double, being an oldest player to record a triple double, being his own record a couple of weeks ago when it comes to that historic moment tonight. So, and I think he's going to do the same moving forward. So, it is going to be, you know, interesting for him to pull that off for sure. And he's going to be 40 in December. So that's something tells you right there. So he's going to bring more barriers in the NBA when it comes down to more records for sure. Obviously, Anthony Davis did not have the best game out there tonight, but he stepped up in the fourth quarter along with Austin Reeves when it came down to it and setting a record of his own, 18,000 career points. So that's great credit is due when it comes to Anthony Davis and his historic milestone in his NBA career. So, and it's not over for him for sure. It's not over. I mean, he's his mission is to get MVP. So it is. He's having a couple of setbacks because of him playing through injuries, having that eye issue for sure, and that kind of affected his game, in my opinion, when it came down to it. So, um, but hopefully he'll bounce back against Wemby on Friday against the San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio. The Lakers have a 2-game road trip back to back. So it is going to be very interesting if they can win one of those road games or both, hopefully, and then return back home on Tuesday where they start another um, tournament game against the Utah Jazz. And I think there's one on Friday against San Antonio Spurs. So that's the start for the Lakers and um, their NBA tournament cup matchup for sure against the San Antonio Spurs. So really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to this road trip, and hopefully Lakers will continue to dominate and win games, and hopefully everyone steps up when Anthony Davis needs it because he is still fighting through injuries and all that. So, we just have to wait and see. But I'm very hopeful the Lakers will continue to stack up some wins, be competitive in the Western Conference, and just continue to just win games as much as they can so they can potentially make some moves to improve their roster because they still need improvement regardless of the wins. So they've been surviving. They've been surviving. That's what they've been doing. And it's been pulling off very well, all thanks to JJ Redick and his decisions that he's been making, and especially the recent one with benching D'Lo and all that. So I'm just rambling at this point, but I'm going to end this live stream. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Ghetto Rabbit. Thank you, Nathaniel. All of you, thank you so much for watching ZSN on YouTube. If you haven't yet, go check me out all over social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream. So you got to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. But if you haven't yet, follow me. No, sorry, subscribe to ZSN on YouTube and hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know when I go live or when I upload videos about everything about the Lakers when it comes to news, rumors, updates, speculations about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers, trades, free agency, everything, the draft, everything about the Lakers that you love. This is the channel for you. So please be sure to follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.